I'm going to be ranking every single event tower in TDS starting with Gladiator. With the base cost of only 300 cash, Gladiator is no lie, one of the best early game towers. For a total of 750 cash, you get hidden detection and an extra 3 damage, which from me earns it an S tier. Now time for Commando. He has a base cost of $1,600 and he has a base damage of 2. And should I mention that none of his 5 levels get hidden detection? I think that earns it a solid D tier. It's time for Frost Blaster. Frost Blaster's long range and his freezing ability is incredibly OP, considering that he can penetrate through other enemies and freeze multiple enemies at once. He also gets hidden detection at level 1, and I personally think it deserves an A tier. Next up is the Slasher. Slasher's base cost is 400 cash. He gets hidden detection at level 2 for a total of 550 cash. At max, the slash damage is 10 per hit and 20 per throw, earning his rightfully respected spot B tier. Moving on to Archer. Archer has a base cost of only 600 cash and gets hidden detection at level 2, and on level 3 he gets fire arrows which pierce through multiple enemies at once. At max level he has a total DPS of 29.89, earning it a B tier. Swarmer has a base cost of 300 cash. Although his base damage might be low, his tick damage makes up for it. At level 4 he gets a Beehive Grenade ability, which throws a grenade that deals 10 damage and inflicts a stinging effect on every enemy that is not already being stung. The explosion range is 10. Swarmer is more of an early game tower, so I think it deserves a B tier. Next up is Toxic Gunner. With the base damage of 1, a base cost of $675, and a base fire rate of 0.128, Toxic Gunner makes for an excellent early game tower. And not just that, at its max level it turns into a literal minigunner, so I'm going to be giving it an A tier. The Sledger has a base cost of $800. The base damage is 8 and the base fire rate is 1.758. Should I mention that this tower is also really expensive? This tower is definitely a C tier. Up next is Executioner. Its base cost is 800 cash. Its base fire rate is 3.008 and its base damage is 4. And it gets hidden detection at level 4. Executioner is also a great crowd control tower, which earns it A tier. Elf Camp is a tower that spawns units similar to military base. The base cost of the Elf Camp is 300, which is really good for early game. It even does well mid and late game. It basically spawns a bunch of elves that deal a bunch of damage. S tier. Now it's time for Jester. Jester has a base cost of 600 cash. In every level it gets a new bomb. For example, level 2 gets an ice bomb, level 3 gets a poison bomb, and level 4 gets a confusion bomb. All of these attributes make Jester a really good early game and late game tower. S tier. Wait, before we move on to the last tower, I have a Discord server, link in the description. See you there. Cryomancer has a base cost of 300 cash. At level 1 he can slow down the zombies even more. At level 2 he can actually do damage. At level 3 he can slow down even more. And then you guessed it, on level 4 he slows them down even more. Considering the fact that he can even slow down bosses, I'm giving him an S tier. Oh yeah, we forgot this guy. Hang on. There, that's good. By now you know if you want to subscribe or not, but I recommend that you do. And it's only one button, and I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks.